My name is Catherine Kramer, and this is for Interpersonal Communication at Lone Star College. For week 2, our assignment is focused on our culture, what we like and don't like about it. I am obviously Caucasian, and my family is from Germany, England, Ireland, and even Australia. However, most of my family did immigrate to the United States about 150 years ago, so I would say most of us more closely identify as Americans. Now, what is my culture? If I had to choose, I'd probably say that my culture is American. Not only is it my nationality, but many of the values that Americans have are ones that I also hold dear to myself as well. In Chapter 2, Floyd describes that Americans tend to have values such as being efficient, focused on achievement, and equal opportunity. As my own example, I grew up pretty poor. I grew up in a mobile home with my mom, and I lived in an apartment with my dad. And although I was never hungry, I tended to just have the basics. I used secondhand clothes, a few toys, but my parents both loved me very much, and they definitely encouraged me to pursue higher education. Against the odds, I did go to college and I completed my BA as well as the master's. And fortunately, I live in a much more affluent lifestyle than I ever did when I was younger, and my children will grow up much more affluent as well. I would say that in the United States, there definitely is a cycle of poverty, and although we do value equal opportunity, it can be very tough to break out of that cycle. However, since I've seen what happens in many other countries around the world, in the United States, although the cycle of poverty exists, it's still easier to break out of it than what would be possible in many other countries. I've seen in a variety of developing countries that most children don't get a chance to go to school, especially beyond the fourth or fifth grade level. So the fact that we do have education here in the United States that is covered for children up through high school already gives our children a chance to achieve their dreams. Now, what I don't like about American culture is the arrogance that we tend to portray to other countries and about other countries. There's many things that make this country great, but we certainly don't have all the answers. And I believe that we could do a much better job at collaborating with other cultures and other countries to be able to solve some of our domestic issues and international problems that are around the world. It's important to learn more about these cultures and to respect them, although not necessarily agree maybe with everything in these cultures. However, we certainly can learn a lot and be able to get maybe more answers to help with our problems.